And he says, 5 out of every 7 will die before my son comes. Now the 6th Imam al-Islam was asked, Mawla, what is the explanation of this hadith of your grandfather, the Holy Prophet ﷺ? He says, 1/3 will die in a world war. And then an illness will spread. Well, it says plague in a hadith. But when I was reciting this in California, a person said to me, I'm a scientist, and today plague is not that old illness. Anything which is contagious and killers. Contagious meaning one person can catch it from the other. And killers, it can lead to death. It's a type of plague. So there are all of these illnesses spreading on earth. A hadith say from the 6th of Islam that many of these will start, but they will be controlled. Yes? They will start a pandemic or whatever you want to call it. The United Nations has some words for it. That it spreads on earth and it kills. An illness spreads like swine flu, like bird flu, anthrax, Ebola in West Africa these days. Yes? Or any illness. Many illnesses will start before the end of time. Many will start. Like we've had in the past 20 years, many. Okay? The hadith says that many of those will start, but they will stop. They will not kill 1/3 of the world's population. So in today's figures, about 2.5 billion people will die through that illness. Okay? The Imam a.s. has described that it will spread, it will start, it will stop. And people will take precaution each time. But when it is going to spread and kill 1/3 of the world's population, people will stop taking precautions. They will say, it starts and nothing happens. And that's the time when it will spread. Did you all get it? That will be the final time. So the Imam is also asked, Mawla, where will the war happen and where will the illness? So he said towards the western side there will be the war, and east there will be the disease or the illness. So a hadith say that when the illness or the war starts, just before the war starts, you will have the signs. Keep 11 months ration at home. These are not the exact words. But for example, the dry food, yes? Things like flour, things like rice and lentils and everything. The dry food for 11 months. The 6th month. To be precise, the word Spain has been used. But I believe that it is not just Spain. It means Europe, probably. That's my understanding, but I could be wrong. Okay? But the hadith says Spain, for example. And then, an economical crisis will come that will destroy everything. And just in one hadith of Imam Sadiq al-Islam, he mentions 50 signs. 50 signs before the Imam al-Islam comes. And I think almost all of them I've seen have been accomplished. Yes? So, but when the Imam al-Islam will come after those, he doesn't say. Okay? For example, there'll be a change in weather. So, what you're talking about, climate change, global warming, whatever you want to name it. I don't want to go into that, yes? You will see signs of winter in summer and summer in winter, and then there will be a climate change. So the Imams have talked about it and have given some details. Signs, for example, extreme poverty. There will be a variation of distribution of wealth. That's what I can name it. So rich will be very rich and poor will be very poor. Ma'ruf will become munkar and munkar will become ma'ruf. Good will become evil and evil will become good. If, for example, you stop a person from doing something wrong, people will not support you. They will oppose you. Why are you doing this? Surah number 29 or Surah number 30. It says, ظَهَرَ الْفَسَادُ فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ. All the corruption that you see on the surface of the earth and in the oceans is the doing of mankind. بِمَا كَسَبَتْ أَيْدِي النَّاسِ. Ya Allah, hang on a minute. There are crocodiles on earth. There are wolves. Probably they contribute. Allah says, no. All the corruption that you see on the surface of the earth and in the oceans. We don't even live in the oceans. Allah says, no, you don't, but you are the corrupt. You make all the corruption in the oceans and on earth.